So, good afternoon, students. So, welcome to the computer class. Okay, this is your third class. Okay, so in the last class, we were discussed about how to create a table. So, in today's class, we can see some more topics. So, related to the table. So we can see here the next topic it will be viewing and adding data to a tables. So till now we have discussed that how to create a table. So now we can see how to view a data in a table and how to add a data in a table. You can see here. See here, this is the window that they have given. So in the left side, see here, they have given it as, so all of you open your book and see in the book and hear my teaching, then you will going to understand it. Okay, so in the window they have given the student 1, that is the table name. Okay, that is the table name. It consists of the field called, that is student ID, first name, last name, street address, state, zip code. These are all the fields of the table called student 1. So we can see here these fields. So, okay, that means we can view the fields in the table with a name called student 1. Okay, and we can add a data to a table. For example, consider in this window, add a new field. One option will be there, add a new field. If we just click it on add a new field, the another row, it will going to open it, that is ash color row. They have shown it in the window, add new field. See here, they have given added fields in a table. It will be showing like this, added fields in a table with a table name called student 1, and we can also give the name to that field. Likewise, zip code and state. Likewise, you can give any field name which is related to the table with the name called student 1. This is how we can view a data in a table, and we can add a data to a table. What we have here, we have added another field, no, that means we have added data to that table. So this is all about how to view add a data to a table. Okay, then how to adding a data, then we have added a field over there. Okay, then how to add give a data to that fields. See this window, this is the, in here to the fields, we have entered the entries. Student ID we have entered 5 student entries, we have entered over here. Okay, that is student ID, first name, last name, street address, state, zip code. And see here, add new field. Here blank add new field, they have it is created. Okay, in that we can give, for example, they have not given the class. Okay, which class they are related, we can give the name for the add new field it as a class. For that we can give the entry as a data for the student, which class he belongs to, we can give over there in the add new fields. This is how we can add a data to a fields. So these are all the entries or the data that what we have entered for a particular student. This is all the entries they have given. See here, 1001, this is the student ID, first name will be the Nita, last name will be the Sharma, and street address they have given, state they have given it as Delhi, and zip code they also given. Likewise, we have entered 5 student details. These are all the data that we are entering into a table. This is how we are adding a data to a table with the name called student 1. Okay, we have created a table and we have viewed the table and we have added a data to a table. Then what is next? We have to save that tables by see here, by hitting a button called save. See here, it is there. We have to click it on the window button. So once we click it on the window button, the options will be shown as shown in the figure. Then we have to click it on the save button. Once we have hit it on the save button, the table will be saved. This is how we have to save the table. So this completes your first chapter. Okay, then if you have any doubts, and sorry, before that there are some topics are there before completing this first chapter, sorry for that. So we are saving the data, then after we are saving the data we can modify it. For example, consider we have entered the student details in the table name. For example, if you have written a wrong address, if you want to modify it, for that what we have to do, we have to click it on that field, and we can enter a correct address. Likewise, we can modify the data over here. Then deleting a record, if you want to delete a record, what we have to do, we have to select that row. For example, they have selected the second row, see here, that is student ID with the 1002. They have selected ash color row will be created over there. In that we have to go through the home, in the home options, in the, see here, in the home button, here it is, they have given in the home button, we have to click it on the delete button over here. Once we click it on the delete, it will going to show the window like this, delete or delete record. Once we click it on the delete record, the record of the student with the student ID 1002, that will be deleted. Okay, this is how we are deleting a record. Okay, this completes your first chapter. Okay, so if you have any doubts, you can text me in the text subject group. Okay, now we can move to the exercise questions. See here, all of you should write tick the correct answer and say true or false and answer in one word. You can write it in a textbook, and answer the following questions. You can write it in make a 200-page king size textbook notebook. You can write the answer the following questions only, you should write it in the notebook, and the remaining you should write it in the textbook, that is through pencil. Okay, next exercise question, we can solve the exercise questions, that is tick the correct option. Just I will give the answer for that. Okay, first the answer for first one will be the option A, that is database software, and the answer for second will be the option A, and the third option will be I will read it. In a database table, a category of information is called a field. The answer for third will be the option is B. Then the answer for fourth will be C, and answer for fifth will be option A. Okay, then say whether true or false. For that the answer, the first sentence will be true, second one will be false, third one will be false, fourth one will be true, fifth one will be true. Okay, write all these things in your textbook with a pencil, and answer the following you should write it in a notebook. Okay, next we can move to the second chapter, that is working with tables in Access 2007. So in the first chapter we have seen that how to open a MS Access, and what are all the options will be there in Access, and we have seen it, and we can see how to work with this MS Access, we can see in the second chapters. So we have created a table now, we have saved it. Okay, so once we have created and once we have saved it, we will going to close the window. So okay, then how to open it, that table? So for that we have to view like this, the window will look like this. So it will just we have to go through we have to open the MS Access 2007 window, we should open it. In that we should click it on the all tables. Here they have given all tables, it will going to show. Then you should, data sheet will going to look like this. Okay, in the window will look like this. See here, in that student one, it will going to show all the tables that what you have created. Okay, if you have created the student with the name called student one, it will going to show it. So okay, this is how we have to open the table name. In the design, if you want to do any designs in the table, we have to go for the design view. Okay, as shown they are see here, that is they have given it the option called design view. Once we click it on the design view, we can do some designs in that field. Okay, then how to adding a fields to the tables, we can see here. See this window properly. See here this window, this student 1. So this contains the fields with the name called student ID, first name, last name, street address, state, zip code, and we can add it. See here, add new field. So we can add another field over there, and here they have added another field called state. Before the state field is not there. Here we can add another field with the name called state. They have added with the by giving the sum of the state names. Okay, this is how we are adding fields. Then how to insert a new field. For example, if you have created a table with these fields, for example, student ID, first name, last name, street address, and the state. In between the street address and state, if you want to create it, if you want to click it on the cursor, then if you hit it, field 1 will be created in between these two fields, and in that we can give a name to that field, and you can entry the data to that field. This is how we have to insert a data to a table. Okay, so just you go through this book. Okay, just you see it, theoretical part. Once I will show it in a lab, then only you will going to clear it clearly. Okay, just you go through it now, what I am telling. Then deleting a field. If you want to delete it, so see here, we have created, see this window, here we have created so many of fields to the table. One field, two new fields we have created here. If you want to delete this field, first we have to select the field. See here in the red mark, in the red color, they have given one box, that is the selected field. After selecting this selected field, we have to go through the data sheet. See here in the data sheet, in that delete option will be there. If you click it on the delete, that field will going to delete it. This is how we are deleting the fields here. Then one message box will going to appear, whether we have to delete it or not. It will going to show. This is the message box. See here, whether you want to permanently delete or not, it will going to show it. Then we have to click it on the yes, it will going to delete it. If you hit it on a no button, it will not be deleted. So see here, there see this window. There in the previous window there are two fields. Now we have deleted one fields. It will be showing only one field with no entry, with no data entry. Deleted new field. It will be showing that they have mentioned it in a yellow color. Okay. Then renaming the fields. As I said, for renaming, see here, street address. We have given in a street address. If you want to change the street address, if you want to give another name to the street address, instead of street address, you can give the your home address. You can give it as a home address. So just you have to move the cursor in the street address field, and you can write another name. You have to give another name to that. But this is how we are renaming the fields to that particular window. Then we can move to the next topic, that what we can call it as a primary key. Then what do you mean by primary key? See here, whatever the fields that what we are given to a particular table, that what we can call it as a primary key, that it should be unique. For example, consider student 1 will be the table. What are all the contents we will going to comes in our mind if we have created a student 1. As I earlier said, student ID, name, roll number, that is student ID, name, first name, last name, class, section. These are all the fields will come under for the student 1. For example, consider roll number will be given only one to one person, that is one number, two number, third, fourth, fifth, likewise we can given. And we can also add the fields like name, address and all like this. So the student 1 will be there in a class only with the roll number 1. No person will be there with the same roll numbers. That means there are no two person will be there in a class with the same roll numbers. So the roll number will become the primary key for the table called student 1. There may be a chance of being a two student with the same name in a class. For example, consider Praveen will be the name. There are two persons will be there in a class with a name called Praveen, but there are no student in a class with the same roll number, isn't it? In that case, roll number will become the primary key. Name field will not become the primary key. So the data which is unique to the table, that what we can call it as a primary key. See here in the here they have given the student ID, that is the primary key here, because student ID, as I earlier stated, student ID or roll number, these are all what we can call it as a primary key here. Okay, this is all about primary key. Then how to remove this primary key? See here, we have to go to the design view. Then there is a button called primary key button. We have to hit it on the primary key button and we can set a primary key over there. And if you want to delete, if we want to remove that, then we can simply delete that field, that is student ID field. Then that field will going to delete it, and this is how we are removing the primary key to the particular table. Then foreign key. Then what do you mean by foreign key? For example, consider there are two students will be there, student 1 and student 2. So okay, student 1 has his roll number, his name, his address, his last name. Okay, and student 2 will be all having the same what we can call same data. Okay, so student ID will be different for two persons. Student ID will be different for two students. There may be a chance of same name to the two students. Name 1 and name Praveen will be the name. There are two persons will be there in a class with a name called Praveen and with having a different student IDs, but student ID will become the primary key, and name, whatever the name it will going to become, that will be the foreign key. So that means that what we can call it as a foreign key here. Then what is a relationship? See here, so all of you know what you mean by relationship. So getting a because brother and sister relationship will be there, father and mother relationship will be there, sister and brother relation will be there, friends relation will be there. Likewise, we can create a relationship in a table. So this how to that means a relationship is a program, that is a piece of information that gives us piece of information that too on the same thing in more than one table. So if two tables are connected to each other, then what we can call it as a relationship. See here, in a Microsoft Access 2007, if you have created two tables, student 1 and student 2, all the entries of student 1 and student 2, if two are connected to each other, that means if both are become friends in a same class, friends relationship has created in a class. Likewise, we can attach a table, one table to another table. Okay, that what we are calling it as a relationship here. How we are establishing this relationship, we can see here. See here, see this window properly. So there is a option called database tools. In that, one option will be there, relationship. See here, yellow color they have given this relationship. Once we have click it on the relationship, the window will look like this, show table. In that, it will going to show tables, queries and both. There we are giving a relationship with a book table. That means there are there are two tables with a name called student 1 and student 2. We are making a relationship with a book. Which book student 1 is having and which books student 2 is having. That is the relationship. If both books are, if they have, we can make a relationship over there. This is how we are creating a relation, establishing a relationship. So see here, this is the window, book table of a student 1, student 2 and student 3, and we can in that see here, for that we have to go for the design. In that design, see here, for the table called student 1 we have entered two fields, that is the book table and order table. See here in the window they have shown book table, order table and student 1. So and they have entered the data in the field called book table, order table and the student 1. This is how they have established the relationship. Okay, then we can move to the moving tables in a relationship map. How we have they can move the relationship. So we have to keep your mouse on the table, you want to move it. For example, if you want to move that table from one place to another, likewise we have to keep the cursor on the book table. It will be moving from first field to the next field. This is how we are moving. I will show you this all in your lab. Okay, just you go through it now. And this is how we are relating a table, just by modifying it, and just we can modify the name of the field. Sorry, they have given it as a book table. Instead of book table we can give some other names. Okay, and we can relate the tables. We can relate the tables, as I said, book table and order tables. How which book they have taken, at what time he has ordered, like that we can relate these two fields to each other with a student 1 table. And this is how relating tables with the drag and drop down method. So we can see the remaining topics in the next class. I hope all of you understood till now what I have told. So just you go through the book, and if you have computer, just install the Microsoft Access 2007 and open the windows of the Microsoft Access 2007 and keep your book open, and just go through the software Windows Access 2007. Just you can go through it, and you can open all the windows as shown in the book. You're going to get to know. Just you do the practical in your home. Once you enter into the school, I will take your lab. In that you're going to get to know clearly. Okay, just you go through the book and open your computer and open that MS Access 2007, and just open all the windows and hear my teaching and see in the textbook. Okay, so this so today I will wind up today. So okay, all of you understood. If you have not understood anything, or I mean if you have any doubts, you can text me in the subject group. Okay, you are very free to ask any doubts. Okay, this is all about today's class. Okay, then take care. Bye.